Hi. I just thought I'd take a couple minutes out watching one of my farm videos. This guy's the dairy farmers, and they're putting feed away. They grow the corn not to sell it, to feed the cows. And there's like a whole process to it and everything. It's interesting. Well, it's interesting to me. Those things that interest me do not interest the rest of the world. Anyway, had product arrived today. I feel is my crowning achievement after a year of messing around and designing these fridge magnets and giving them away. I think I have showing my best work ever. I don't have too many, and I'm not giving these ones away. So if you want them, you got to pay a couple bucks. You hear that, family? This is what you got to do. Announcing now. Ready? Drum roll. I can hear the drums. Introducing the Joe. It's my dad. Not sure where he was when the picture was taken. He's a corporal for the third time, apparently. This man is a war hero. Never mentioned anything to us. But apparently, if you're awarded the Bronze Star with 2 clusters or something, I'm not a military guy, doesn't mean you sat behind a desk for a year, as he told us. Anyway, look how handsome he is. Look how handsome. I always envied his hair. I mean, I had good hair, but his hair was just amazing. And here he's all dressed. I'm guessing he's probably in Brooklyn at the time, because that's where he worked. It was a humongous warehouse, Army warehouse in Brooklyn. I think it's still there. And as he said, one day he found himself in Brooklyn. The next day he found himself in a train to Seattle. And then 3 days later, he was in the bottom of a boat on the way to Japan. I think they actually skipped Japan, and he landed in the port of Busan, South Korea. And I think maybe August or September of 1950, but I'm not entirely sure of the year. And got into some shit in that time. He was always aggravated, and we couldn't understand why. At one point, he was reassigned to a, combat infantry battalion division, something shit like that. He was a supply guy, okay? I think those are the first guys they send over, the guys that can drive trucks and the guys that can fill up a warehouse. So anyway, he got assigned to this combat infantry something, I don't know, to be a supply guy, and ended up fighting with them for I don't know how long. He was aggravated because they have a thing called the Combat Infantry Badge or some CB something, and he was pissed because he never got that. And they said, because my father was never trained as a combat infantryman. There's something about him not being a permanent assignment. Whatever. I mean, he did everything that they did, including walking from North Korea back down to South Korea. He was actually on a ship when they were evacuating South, and they were trying to evacuate these refugees. There's film of this. He was on a ship walking at a pier. Now, the pier was built by the Japanese before World War II, I think, when they invaded Korea. Steel and concrete, massive structure. American Army was just piling up this whole pier with tanks, munitions, truck, anything, and they decided to blow it up so the Chinese and the North Koreans wouldn't get a hold of it. So my father said he's out in the ship, and I'm actually, there's actual film of this. And the explosions went off, and when we were gone, they were trying to sink the pier. So everything would just go into the water and try to blow everything up, because they try to, the smoke cleared, he says, and they didn't put a dent in it. And I guess that's how he might have got the rest of the way back down to Busan. I don't know. He was very resentful of the time he spent over there. he didn't have enough time legally to be sent over there. They did it anyway. They did it with a lot of guys. There were some interesting characters he met while he was over there. I remember him saying, "Is the first thing you do when you get over there." It's hilarious. It's not like, hey, let's count the bullets or the guns or whatever. No, they build the officers club. He says the first thing that you do, and then you take care of the enlisted men. But the first thing you do is take care of the office. You build the officers club. Did a lot of different interesting things, especially after he started to fade, and or he was under anesthetic, and we found out what he actually really did over there. I remember looking on my brother's face as he was recounting the story of my father's whole while I wasn't there. My brother was just in shock. My father came home, went back, he went to work. He got married, he raised a family. He told the same 3 or 4 stories over and over and over again, and they were all bullshit, it turns out. He did nothing. He was a supply sergeant. He didn't do anything. Father was in the Inchon invasion. He was on naval boats with Marines. And said he was an Army guy, but, it's funny, if you know how to make a box of something go from one place to another, you're invaluable. I remember the first Gulf War. I had a few guys that worked for me. They were Army reservists and had been since Vietnam. I had never expected to go back anything, and they're truck drivers, forklift drivers, warehouse guys, and they're the first ones that disappeared. They just come in. Each one would come in one day and go, I'll be gone for a while. They were the last ones to come back too. I'm telling you, they were gone quite a while. But here it is. This is the Joe. My crowning achievement. I wonder if that's his new teeth or his old teeth. He got them taken out in the Army. We are not blessed with good teeth in this family, but anyway, love you, Daddy.